Hi, Katie. How are you?
Good.
Good. Thank you for helping me today.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about nonfiction books.
Okay.
What's a nonfiction book?
It's facts about real books.
It's real books based on
Real facts.
Yeah, real facts. So I picked up this book called Stars and Planets: Explore Our Galaxy and Beyond. So I know that this is probably not a book that you would probably just pick up and want to read, because I know that you like to read historical fiction and a little bit of sci-fi, kind of things like that, right? You probably wouldn't choose this, would you? Can you think of a time in school when you would need to read a book like this?
Science class or something like that.
Science class, that is you probably would have to. So what kind of what do you think maybe your science teacher would have you do if you were reading a book like this? Maybe you would use it for
Probably to pull the information and like learn about the planets or something.
So maybe if you were going to do a project,
Yeah.
or
probably like an essay or something like that.
Write a paper, an essay. So okay, that's awesome. So if you're going to pull a nonfiction book like this, if your teacher said to you, hey, I want you to write a report on planets, would you read this whole book from cover to cover?
No.
No. What would you do? You would open the book and you would use what?
I'd use the table of contents.
You'd use the table of contents. That's fantastic. So if you looked at the table of contents and I ask you to find me some information on the planet Mars, can you show me where you would find that information?
I would find it on page about 29.
Okay, so go ahead and turn to page 28 and 29. Oh, you turned right to it. That's fantastic. So you found the page. Do you know what this little bit of information is?
It's kind of like the Mars status, so it tells me like the size and everything.
So, okay, perfect. So this is like maybe a key, okay. And it gives you all of the information about Mars.
Okay.
Its size, its distance from the sun, how many days it takes to rotate. When we go in and look in the reading, can we find something in here? Let me see. Well, I picked a really bad example because I don't see what I'm looking for in here. So let me just flip through. So you did great. That's exactly where you would go if you're going to look for information on Mars. But let's see. If I was looking, my goodness, and I found a word in our book. Let's see. Well, I thought it would be a little bit easier to find a word that we do not know. Okay, well, this book isn't being very helpful to me right now. What if we found a word and it was in bold letters?
Okay.
What would that mean?
Maybe like it was super important or something. So like usually, if I see like a bold word in like a book or something, it means something else.
It means it's important. And then it means that you can look where? In the back of the book.
Sometimes they have like a page.
Do you know what that page is called?
No.
Let's see. Sometimes in the back of the book, they have a glossary.
glossary.
Yeah, it's a glossary. So it's kind of like a little dictionary of just words that you're going to come to when you're reading. And if you're reading, about a planet and it says there's a meteorite and you don't know what that is, but you see in the book, in the page that it's bold, it means that in the back of the book, you're going to be able to look that up and read the definition of that book. Right? So do you think a book like this would be extra helpful to you if you were going to do a project?
I think if I was to do a project on space, it would be good because I have the table of contents, I have the glossary, and I can kind of just skim for what I need.
You just skim for what you need. So you don't have to read this entire book to get the information that you need. But it's a really beautiful book with real photographs, lots and lots of facts. And now you know how to use the book to find the facts that you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another time that using a book like this and having that knowledge would be really helpful is if you were planning and getting ready to take a test. Do you kind of sometimes see things like this in your testing where they'll give you some questions so you can read the questions and then you have to go back and find where the answers are in the passage?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So do you think those would be good strategies to help you when you're
Probably.
reading? Yeah, I think that would be a really good strategy. Well, I really appreciate you helping me today. And I'm going to let you go read that book about Mars. Thank you.